sure.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was the one at the bottom, came from a wishing well. It was like hell in the cell, but now it's vibing now. I'm told my vibing now. Money keep hurting myself, and if you scared, just go home.
Hey guys, welcome back to Vibes and Nelly. I am back with another video. This is your first time seeing my face. My name is Janelle. You could call me Nelly, Nels, whichever you prefer. But as you guys can see by the title, today I'm going to be making a seafood boil. This is for all my seafood lovers. For everyone that knows me, they know that I love seafood. Like, this is my #1 favorite thing to make, and everybody always love when I make it. So I'm going to show you guys basically what I do. This is just one of the prime examples of how I make my seafood. I feel like every time I make seafood, I always switch it up, so it's never really the same. But today you guys are going to come with me in the kitchen while I make the seafood boil. And for the purpose of this video, I'm probably going to do a voiceover just because we have a dog in the house that likes to bark a lot. So just to make it easier for you guys to hear me, I'm just going to do a quick voiceover just so the steps and instructions are more, hearable, if that's a word. But I'm going to head to the kitchen and get started. So see you guys in the kitchen. Okay, so as y'all know, I got my raw shrimp here. That's my little favorite kind of shrimp. And then I got these 2 lobster tails from, I believe it was Food Lion. They were like $7 each, so that was a pretty good price. And then I got this bag of like blue crabs, which is like one of those things you can microwave. And then I got some corn with that. And I got my red skin potatoes. Can't go wrong with those, period. Now I'm just making sure that I clean my shrimp, clean my potatoes, do all that good stuff, get off all the dirt, bacteria, especially since most of these items were frozen. So I'm just making sure that everything is completely thawed out and clean. Usually I clean my shrimp with vinegar, but today I didn't really feel like doing that because I couldn't find my vinegar. But basically I'm just cutting up everything, making it smaller into smaller sections just so it's easier for it to boil. So that's what you see me doing with the corn. And when I tell you, it is so hard to cut corn, like you can't even cut it through. You have to cut it and then break it. But I'm here washing my potatoes. You should always wash your fruits and vegetables after you buy them from the grocery store because you never know who'll be touching them and all that stuff. So make sure you do that. And then I'm just going to cut them up so that it's easier for them to boil. And then now I'm just grabbing my seasonings. I got my Old Bay, my garlic powder, my cayenne pepper, and paprika. So now I'm just seasoning it up, and I have a pot of water boiling on the stove already, so I'm just letting that sit while I season everything up. After that, I just pour everything in and then just let it boil. That way all the seasonings is all mixed in there, and then I add a little extra because you can't go wrong with some over seasoning. Okay, so now I'm just taking my lobster. I'm making sure that I've thoroughly cleaned that because it's been packaged for like 2 days. So I just want to make sure I let that thaw out too. And now I'm just reading the packaging for the crabs just to make sure I cook it right and cook it for a long enough time. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in my air fryer, put some aluminum foil with a little bit of oil so it doesn't stick. And then, yeah, I'm going to just pop that in the air fryer for about 20-25 minutes on 325 degrees. So I'm going to let that cook, let that simmer and sizzle. Yeah. Now let's get into seasoning the shrimp. Basically, I'm using all the seasonings that I showed you guys before. I'm just adding a little parsley flakes just to give it a little bit of color. I'm mixing that up, and then once that is all done, I'm gonna go ahead and season my lobster tails. So what I do is, you don't have to do this, but I cut the top of the lobster tail, and on the second one I cut the top and the bottom just so it gives the meat a little bit more room to move around and for the seasonings to be, soaked in there. So that's what you guys see me doing. I'm just cutting it open. Cut it wide open. Cut it wide open. Yeah. So once you're done seasoning the tails, you're just gonna go ahead and pop them on like a baking tray or anything like that, and then just pop them in the oven. You could put them on 400 degrees or 350, whichever. It just kind of depends on how hot your oven gets. So I just went ahead and put mine on 400 just so I know it could cook thoroughly and cook a little faster, even though it doesn't really take long for lobster tails to cook. Whenever you cook shrimp, you want to make sure to put a lid on it so that everything is perfectly steamed. Alright, so this right here is my secret sauce, okay? This is how I make my sauce for my boil. Basically, I just use butter and all the seasonings that I showed you guys before. And please make sure that your stove is on low so that you don't burn it, because that will be very devastating and your boil will taste like burnt bread. But basically, just let that simmer, just keep stirring until you see everything start to blend, and then you should be good. And I also added a few pieces of garlic, or you could do garlic paste, whichever is, more convenient for you. And this is what the lobster tails look like. Delicious. And this is the aftermath. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys go ahead and use my recipes, just let me know. Tag me on social media. I'm gonna have everything linked in the description. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you.